Hey, Spuddies! PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6. Today, we're having a very good time. We are still killing India, and amazingly, we are still playing Vietnam, and we're making good progress. We've got a lot of national parks to build, and we're not too far off actually getting national parks. Like, conservation tech is just around the corner. So I think that's going to be the vast majority of our gameplay. This episode is killing India and making national parks, which honestly is kind of a vibe, really. Like, that's kind of what I'm down here to play for. I should probably spam out like a full queue of builders from my capital. What I should do is I should take Liang, boom, put her into my capital. I should probably build districts, but at the same time, if I got a ream of 6 charge builders, that would just make my empire. It would improve it so much. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to slowly just get more build charges. Now in the city of Haolu, I have just gotten my Renaissance walls, which will give me an extra bit of tourism. I think it would be good to get my archaeological museums. I need to start getting those archaeologists out. I'm also finally starting to get things like Great Writers, which is honestly quite nice because I have been waiting for them for a very, very long time. So it's kind of felt like a bit of a journey to get to them. Pachacuti has captured Olbia. So do I want to go to war with Pachacuti? Where is he? He's up here to my northwest. He is friendly with me, so there's no reason for me to go to war with him. At least no reason that I can think of. It's just not necessary. Mega Colossal Eruption, of course, wrecking one of my cities. Lovely, that's my favorite thing. And then there's 10 turns left in this era, 155. Interesting, I could liberate Singapore, so there's quite a lot we can do here to potentially affect a positive outcome in our game. I think one of the things we can do is to shuffle elephants along the queue to becoming great. Right, you shoot the city, you also shoot the city, you shoot the city, I want this guy to shoot the city and then to get eaten. And then I want this guy to shoot the city, you to step in here and shoot the city. And then I want Beowulf to take a crack at the city. I can pillage for health next turn. Okay, I would say we're looking pretty good on that front. You're a little bit windswept and hurt, so I'm going to swap here and shoot this guy. You will step back and shoot this guy. We've got a lot of unit problems around here, but you aren't really in a position to do anything except for shoot and then to combine. I think our primary goal is always to get rid of potential unit threats before anything else, because unit threats are the thing that could ruin our game. So if you shoot and then combine, we've opened up the board a little bit. So right, we've got control of the battlefield. Ah, damn, did that really not kill? Unfortunate, I was expecting a kill there. So we completed the Than, don't need holy sites. I think we just cracked down a quick old theater square in here and call it a day. Seems good to me. Right, this city got cracked open due to the volcano. It could probably use a builder. We're gonna take a little bit of damage, like counterattacking and stuff like that, but I don't think it's anything that we can't sustain. Like I think we're sustaining damage from our enemies pretty well. Like here is one that we're gonna do. We're up to 156. I need like a little bit more. You're gonna shoot there. You're going to step back. Then you're gonna shoot. Then you're gonna swap here. You are then going to combine like so. You'll step 1 tile to the left and shoot. You'll step 1 tile to the left and shoot. You'll step 1 tile to the left and shoot. You'll step 1 tile to the left and shoot. So the city of Madurai has fallen. Easy, easy, easy capture. And now we have to deal with the fallout over here. I would like this. Okay, there's a little bit of awkwardness going on here. You're going to shoot there. Then you'll step onto this hill. You'll step off this hill and consume him. You'll step this way and shoot that guy so you're protected. You shoot that vampire. You shoot the city. You shoot the city. And you shoot the city. So we've got that city well underway. Can Hercules hit it? How long is Hercules around for? He's around for another 24 turns. I think he can start hitting that city. This guy gets in over here. You come forward and shoot him. You shoot him. I think we're in a position to preserve the maximum number of units and do the most amount of damage. So I've built a full round of Wei Chens in here. I'm going to just continue to do that because I can one-turn them in City of Seoul. I think I would like to take control of Mohenjo-Daro and then look to start like levying city-states for era score. 500 gold here. That was 1 era score. I've got 9 turns. If I levy down Madal, boom, that's another era score. It's 158. Rapid Nui I've already levied, but I'll levy them again. Boom. That's 159. Chinguetti, I'll levy them. Boom. 160. So 161, I should be able to figure out how to get 1 more era score before this era ends. So a lot of gold was just spent on something that arguably doesn't actually help my game much, but it does guarantee me a golden age, which is honestly one of the best helps you can find sometimes. I cannot believe somebody's house alarm just started going off on a hot day where I'm going to have to close the window. Oh, they stopped it. Okay, thank goodness. It's like, I'm going to have to close the window so I can't hear that anymore. And then it's going to get real hot. And not in like the good connotation of that phrase. The bad kind of hot. Xiao Dagoon. Actually, maybe I should use them for making more like spice thingies. Yeah. That's pretty true. Okay, the Renaissance era ends in 8 turns and we are making really good progress on the war. We have a golden age secured. You need to shoot this city, step down this way, and then be eaten by this guy so that you get extra health and are further away from the city and further away from this vampire who's making your day worse. Then we need to bombard Chennai again. You'll shoot and then promote. You'll shoot. You'll shoot to kill that unit. You shoot to kill that unit too. Okay, so how are things looking over here in Delhi? Well, we got to advance pretty aggressively, I think, on Delhi. Let's eat this guy to get another army. I could use another one. Let's kill that traitor. I will get Beowulf to heal up. He's alive for another 12 turns, so he should have plenty of time of being useful. I mean, eventually these elephants, they will level up to a point. Like, I have so many elephants shooting and leveling that they will just become gods, right? That's what's going to happen. Copium? For sure, dude. For sure. All right, we got our Renaissance walls in Da Nang. Let's get to work on the amphitheater. Amphitheater is what we need in order to get more culture. We need more culture to get to the end of the culture tree faster, and also to generate more great people points. Looking at the city of Mytho, this city honestly just needs, like, I just need more builders. I'm builder pilled right now. I have not enough builders. There's not enough build charges in the universe to sort out my gigantic empire. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Like, I just need more. I need more. I'm like that Kylo Ren meme, you know, with the pasta, the pasta cheese. More, that one, that's me right now, except like for builders. I need Morbus to like animate Kylo Ren as like the little pasta graters going, but it's like builders falling out of it. I don't know, he'll figure it out. I like that I have a minion who I can request to do strange and arbitrarily difficult things like making memes. Although it's a pretty cool job to have as an editor. It's like your job is like, hey, I'll make memes. That's my job. Okay, Battery, you died. My troops are merely passing by, which means I get a new relic. Very nice. I come in here to Chennai. Hercules is taking the damage. So let me have a little bit of a think about where we are in the game. You go there. Is this on a hill? No, it's flatland. So these two guys can swap. You can shoot and then combine. Shoot the city. You've already shot the city. You can shoot the city. You can shoot the city. How's the city looking? I want Hercules to be a little bit healthier, so I'm going to let him rest for a turn before I try to punch another district with him. City of Delhi. How far can you get? You can get to here, which means I can get to here and then consume your soul, which is honestly what I think happens when units combine. Just like the bigger musketman eats the smaller musketman, and their mass combines until they're one larger musketman. That's like That's how they do it. You should, like, if you think that's how they grow, you should see how they, you know, reproduce. It's not pretty, let me tell you, okay? If you've ever seen a man bifurcate down the center, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to take incendiary so we can shoot cities a little bit more effectively. Or is it hemisect? Is it bifurcate or hemisect? I don't remember. There is a barb camp here. Do I want to kill it? Probably not. Probably want to just keep it. Maybe I could raid it for gold, but there's no reason to kill that barb camp. We are now starting to convert things. Yeah, the conversion has begun. My missionaries are finally getting to their objectives. All right, so we had a little crash error and it reset me back a turn. Look, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to play out the turn. It'll be fine. I'm not mad. I'm very, very mad about it, to be honest with you. The thing I hate about it when you get screwed on turns like that is because I always forget what I did. I don't remember what I did this whole turn. I can vaguely remember some of the things, but you take so many actions that it's just all, I don't know, it all becomes Greek. Alrighty, I think we might be able to get Chennai this turn. It's a definite possibility. Not quite. I'm just a little bit too, I don't have quite enough damage. I'll be able to definitely get it next turn. On the other hand, Delhi should fall a little bit quicker because I got a lot of power over here. Ooh, expert marksman. So there's the double attack. That's huge. That's a game-changing ability right there. It's insanely good. Damn, they killed an elephant. I guess he was kind of nestled in the back and didn't have much going for him, so it's kind of expected that he would die. Okay, Madurai. Let's move Beowulf forward, use his ability to kill that guy just to make life simpler. I don't want to deal with that, okay? Slowly chip away at the city. We get the double shot off. Now, the cool thing about the double shot is once he has the double shot, he actually levels up really fast because he gets twice as much experience per turn than a normal unit. So that's like basic, like having double shot is like having a 100% experience bonus, except also you get a whole bunch of other things that are really good. Taking out the city. Ooh, I'm going to add one more shot. It looks like it'll be a one shot, but you know, Civ is a game where you always get screwed on those things that look like one shots, you know? Tell me you don't think I'm wrong on that one. I feel like there's been so many times in my life when I've been playing a game of Civ and I'm chooching along, I'm having a great old time, and I go to capture a city, and for whatever reason, the game is like, oh yeah, dude, you got this. You're 100% chance you take that city, you're going to blow it up, it's going to be your city. And then I make the attack, and then the game is like, lol, by the way, actually there was a tiny sliver of health remaining and you rolled low on your random dice roll, so your unit died. And you didn't take the city. That happens far too often, in my opinion. To be just pure RNG, okay? I'm not saying the game is rigged, okay? But it's a little rigged. Like, there's a little bit of rigging going on. Okay, someone here is rigging things, and I'm not okay with it. All right, Delhi, do your worst. Boom. I love the double shot. Like, that just feels so good. God damn, we actually, like, incinerated Delhi. We could just, like, Beowulf, take it from here, baby. So what's next on our list? I think we take Delhi. Liberate Singapore. Do we want to kill? Do we want to kill India? That's the real question. Do we want to deal with the fallout of having killed India, or do we want to leave them on one city? Here's what I think we do. I think we take Delhi, we liberate Singapore, and then we just piece them out and make use of all of his land. Because, like, we've actually gotten away pretty light here. 161 grievances. Like, look how many cities we've taken for 161 grievances. This is like getting away scot-free. Get to leave him with his capital. I don't want your capital. I don't care. Plus, he stays alive. I can farm extra tourists off him. Bish bash bosh. We win the game faster. Bingo bango pango. I'm running out of weird onomatopoeia things, so now I'm just making them up. But yeah, like, you know, Bob's your plumber and you win the game. Like, that's the plan. I will say this. I am going to be very happy when the war is over, so I don't have to ever hear the elephant noise again. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and stop making more Voichens. It's not necessary. We're past that, okay? As a society, we have moved past taming elephants for war. I'm making it an official decree. No more war elephants. I know it's fun. I know it's cool, but no more. For my second decree, no more rich people or poor people. We will travel in tubes. No, it's an old reference though. I wonder who will get that one. I got to think about that one. Okay, I got to take suzerainty of Yerevan because why the hell not? Probably should have waited until next era to do that, but why the hell not? Like, that is my answer, honestly. Like, hey, Tato, you want another slice of cake? You know what, buddy? Why the hell not? You could probably think of a few reasons why you shouldn't have more cake. Like, I mean, you know, you a little bit of obesity, maybe you're getting fat, you get a bit of weight, carrying a little extra weight there, buddy. Maybe you should put down the cake. And it's like, you know what? Probably true. Probably true. I'll agree with that. You know, listen, if there's a birthday party and there's cake going, I'll admit, I have a hard time saying no to cake. Look, show me a person who doesn't like cake, and I'll show you a liar. And I mean both kinds of cake, okay? Yes, I am wiggling my eyebrows. Okay, hang on. All right, we're taking on Singapore, and honestly, it's going really, really well. So well, in fact, that I don't think I'll need to make any more moves with these elephants. I think I can just do it with, like, the few that I have ready to go. I'll move everyone in that direction anyway, just for the look of the thing, you know, to look like I'm putting my back into that war. So apparently, did I capture something? I captured the Forbidden City. That's actually huge. I almost never get to play with that wonder. Colonial taxes is pretty good here. That's 16 production and 14 gold. I could also take Raj. Raj is a pretty good all-around card. I have liberalism plugged in. I don't really have another way to get amenities. I am making good use of retainers. I'll plug in Levy en masse just because that saves me a lot of gold per turn. It's like 50 gold per turn. I have a relatively large army. Well, I say relatively large army. I have the largest army in the world. And it's also an extremely experienced army. That's the thing too. But now my elephants are going to be distributed throughout my new empire to act as, what you call them? What do you call those things? The things. You know, garrisons. That's the word I was looking for. Garrisons. They're going to act as garrisons for me, provide me with an extra amenity, plus loyalty in the event of the city being disloyal. I don't know, there's a lot of benefits to having garrisons. Research alliance with Scythia seems reasonable. I want to kind of maintain friendships with everyone, open borders and all that jazz. Okay, Ba Triu has died. Apparently, the Epic of Sinbad. Sinbad has died, so I got the Epic of Sinbad. A little weird. Why do I have the epo? Okay. I had too many epics for a second there and I was really, really confused. But no, this makes sense. Yeah, no, we're fine. Like, we're making really good faith here. 42 faith per turn, 42 tourism per turn. Not bad. Like, we're well on our way to a culture victory. Now, the big thing we need to do is to do a little Google search for some luxury resources inside my empire. And then oh my god, the silver monopoly of the gods is down here. Can I get Maui? Heroes can only be recruited once per era. I think I'm going to get another Maui and see if I can spam like a bunch of luxuries down here. Because an extra city down here on all this silver. Chinguetti. You know what, Chinguetti? I think it might be time you died. I know you give me a lot of faith, right? You're giving me a huge amount of faith in my trade routes. You do have 2 copies of silver, though. It'll depend on how much of a monopoly I get from this silver. So that's gonna be influencing my decision. Amphitheater completed. Let's go for an archaeological museum. Actually, the city can get an art museum. I do have an artist, so I'll have you park here. I just refarmed this entire river and then it flooded right in my face. I'm in awe at this game's audacity. It's an audacious game. Okay, let's liberate Singapore as an act of contrition, goodwill, whatever that word is. We will liberate Singapore. Boosh. Easy clap. Now we are suzerain of Singapore, getting us an extra +2 production for each forward civilization that my cities have a trade route to. Not too terrible. And that is the war concluded. War over, baby. We can just like start potentially even deleting elephants. But we'll talk to India next turn and actually formally end the war. We've taken everything we want. We've left them with basically nothing, and we have a massive empire with appeal. But we could fix some of this stuff over here. Like there's a little bit of room, a little bit of wiggle room for things like silver down here. I'm never going to get that silver, am I? No, not unless I buy all the tiles in Kolar. I don't know. Look, there's things we can do. I did get a builder over here. More tobacco. I want to get control of that. I want to be focusing on strategery resources. Okay, this is huge. I now have access to corporations. That's a huge production boost and access to stock exchanges too. Now, aid request on him, extra 2 diplomatic victory points might be good to take. More importantly though, I want you to repair that tile. Are you joking me? I need 3 copies of turtles. Am I gonna... I have to kill India to make corporations. I don't want to kill India. All right, we'll make do with some less corporations. So we have economics, we have corporations. I think if we're going for national parks, it does seem logical for me to go for Eiffel Towers, especially since we're just about to be finished building walls. So I will go for Eiffel Towers. That'll boost my national parks. The city of Hue, honestly, you need to build me a dam. I know it sounds insane, but I just like this. I need a dam. I need a dam. It's going to take 32 turns. Are you joking me? How does it take that long? Why is the production in the city so bad? All right, India, give me all your cities. Give me all your money. Just give me everything. Give me your great works. Wow, the great work, that's the line. What if I took away the gold? Right, I'll take a little bit of gold and his great work. Boom, boom, boom. We've now pieced them out. And we have a little bit of negative grievances. Okay, it's pretty bad actually. 290. Let's get our friendship before they go away. Let's send... So since we just declared peace, people are going to have no opinions about what we've just done. So we want to go through and buy open borders from everyone we don't have open borders from, because they might not give it to us again if they just start chain hating us. So this is the turn where we do it, which will give some time for those grievances to bleed away. The nice thing is actually though, is since we don't own India's capital, the grievances should bleed away at a reasonable rate. So if we check the grievances here, yeah, we're losing 6 per turn. So after 30 turns, there should be 180 less. There's also, yeah, minus 15 opinion for grievances from other players. That's a pretty reasonable setback, and it will be less of an issue as time goes on. But the nice thing is, I can just sleep all those elephants and never use them again. Yeah, so the city of Da Nang needs like a bit of work. So I think now that I have 3 copies of tobacco, you should be able to go make a tobacco industry. I'm like 99% sure. Before this era ends, I should totally buy a settler. I totally forgot to buy a settler before the era ends. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I literally was a turn too late to do that. Okay, let me just sell off some luxuries here real quick. Okay, before the era ends, let me quickly buy a settler for gold. Reform the coinage is quite good. We can start trading internationally now. That would be a reasonable thing for us to do. Yeah, reform the coinage, international trade. We are getting like banks and traders and all that sort of jazz. So I think that's a totally reasonable proposition. We basically eradicated Hinduism in the continent, which is a positive for my religion. It's kind of bad for them. Let me go ahead and grab Magnus. Where's my chop city? What city in here has like a reasonable number of chops? It's probably Chennai. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, all right. We'll grab Magnus. We'll put him into Chennai and let him work his magic. I need so many builder charges, dude. So 27 gold per turn trading with India is pretty damn good, not going to lie. That's huge. This is a beautiful day. The fact that we have Kilwa is so good. Kilwa is insane because I get 3 envoys from building it. This is on it. This wonder does too much, right? Not only do I get 3 envoys from building it, which will give me huge suzerainty advantages, right? Because I can capture a couple of city-states with it. But not only that, Kilwa gives you a 15% boost to your yields of the type of city-state it is. So, right, if we have a faith city-state, and we're suzerain of a faith city-state, the city of Dong Hoi gets a 15% faith boost. If I'm suzerain of 2 faith city-states, my entire empire gets a 15% faith bonus. It's insane. Look at this. 473 faith per turn, 96 culture per turn. Sheesh, as the kids would say. Okay. So let's reconfigure our government. When's my next policy change? Next turn. I'll reconfigure my government next turn. We'll do a little bit of reconfiguring and we will hopefully take control of more cities. So with the completion of Kilwa, let's get to repairing that. What do we got here? A little bit of repair work. I would love to get my archaeological museum. City got a little bit stonked out of it. It'll need like another builder or 2. We'll get those going. It's also time for us to recruit Maui. So I need to come here, remove this guy out of Dong Hoi, come in here, recruit Maui, teleport Maui to the sorry, not the front line, this city here. I need to move you out of that city. A little bit of micromanagement in doing this. But I'm basically airdropping a magical guy across my empire. Right, with conservation, this gets me resource management, which is not important. It also gives me access to the sanctuary, which is reasonably okay. The most important thing here, though, is getting the naturalist, plus this gives me 3 envoys, which is quite nice. But more importantly is that last line, receive tourism from walls. So now if I go through all of the cities where I've built Renaissance walls, should be getting an extra 6 tourism per turn. If I come in here, I think I accidentally hit end on my recording thing. So let me finish what I was saying here. And now you can see here, tourism from buildings are great people +6. So that's pretty nice, right? It's all coming together. Now that we have conservation, our next target is probably to stay in this government form until we get to, like, we want to hit like heritage tourism, we want to hit rock bands. I don't know if I'm going to do a rock band switch. Let me have a little bit of a think about that. I don't think I'm making enough tourism to justify a rock band switch. Actually, it'd be hard to say. I still need to retool this whole thing. There's a few national parks that are just like gimmies, like this one in here. Some of my national parks aren't set in stone yet. So I definitely feel like there's a national park here. So let me make sure all these tiles are owned by one city. And then if that's a national park, then this can be a national park. So that's that handled. And then that means this could be a national park right here. Only one of these looks like it's ready to actually be a national park to me, so I'll get the naturalist in this city and pop that one down. These other ones aren't quite ready. I think there's either like tile improvements or it's not fully improved yet. There is one over here in Chennai, which I'm totally down for, but I do want to get this tile improved with a forest before I do that. Seoul has its Renaissance walls. It has its commercial hub. It hasn't built its theater square, so we'll get the theater square underway. That makes sense to me. Honestly, this city could probably be filled with national parks. Like if I'm thinking about it, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This could be a national park here. Yeah. I'm starting to see, the matrix is starting to like form. I'm starting to see past the numbers, you know what I mean? If I break this tile, this could also be a national park. Yeah. Okay. So like the numbers are coalescing into visions now. And now I'm becoming national park pilled. It's happening. We're in the transition period. So we are going to create a corporation here. This will be a tobacco corporation. It'll give me an extra with 4 food, 10 production, 3 faith, 1 gold, or 1 faith, 1 gold. I don't care what it's named, that's fine. Generate name, click New Dawn Tobacco Company. And this tobacco company should allow me to create tobacco-based great works when I have a fully built stock exchange in this city, which is something that I do plan to do. Yeah, for fun, let's make some great works. We don't need them, but it'll be fun to do. So I have 56% of the control of the world's tobacco. Let me have a look at the tobacco market. I've 1, 2, 3... I'm going to be real with you. 4. I don't know how I have 56%. I don't know how I have 5 copies of tobacco. Ooh, there's one in Singapore. I definitely need to get a builder over to Singapore to get that improved. Scotland wants to give me an embassy. I'm fully happy to do that. People are a little bit upset with me, but I didn't kill India that hard. Honestly, I think the Holy War triggering was like the thing that saves us there when it comes to that sort of thing. Very, very grateful I got that Holy War trigger. I'm going to harvest the deer. That'll finish the art museum. Perfect. I don't know where this unit is coming from, but it's definitely coming from Rome. That is all that I do know. All right, first national park. Now, this is what I love about national parks. It makes it so easy to get a golden age because each national park, A, gives you like a ridiculous amount, like 24 tourism per turn. Jesus Christ. But B, the more important thing is it gives you an insane amount of era score. Like, dude, it's actually crazy how much era score you get from making national parks. Each one gives you 3. The first one gives you 4, but each one gives you 3. If you even have like the remotest faith economy, you can just crank. All right, let's make an industry and then we'll make it into a corporation in the next turn or two. Which city does that belong to actually? Okay, so it belongs to Mysore. They get 20% extra culture. Not bad. Probably the wrong city to have that ability in, but I'll take it. I'll go ahead and faith purchase a naturalist from Mytho. Make sure these tiles are owned by the correct city. Another national park. We could fit a national park down here somewhere too. There's so many potential national parks here. It's insane. Okay, natural disaster incoming. Very happy. There's the epic of Beowulf. Beowulf has died. We got serious. I feel like I have more heroic relics than I should. Like I got an extra one. Maybe it was from killing India or something. I have a spare that I need to be worried about. So the city of Da Nang has got its art museum. We could honestly now, it would be totally reasonable for me to go back and build one of these older wonders. Like the Colossus is a very, very cost-effective way for me to convert production into tourism and also get an extra trade route. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a Colossus. And it's also a really effective way to get era score. Just don't underestimate how valuable it is to build wonders. in your games. So we'll make a national park and we can plant woods on that tile. Perfect, +3 era score. You'll start to see now my tourism, man, it is going up, right? We're up to 25 out of 168 tourists. We're cranking out, like if we check our pressure against people, over 300 tourism per turn against this guy. 300, 370, 261, no trade route with Tomiris. 262, no trade route with you. 315, 262. Yeah, we got it coming. Now I do want to build Cristo Redentor, and probably the best city to build it in is Seoul, because it's a 61 production city. It's actually like more production than my capital even. And usually your capital is like the powerhouse city. It just so happens to be that Seoul, the city that was settled by the AI, just happened to be like my GigaChad Uber city. Which I'm honestly okay with. I don't have to settle every single city. So I need to think about positioning here. There's 3 copies of silver. Maybe I settle on one of the copies of silver, buy the rest. That sounds reasonable to me. Or I could settle, yeah, I'll settle there. More national parks. Thank you. So I'm just building walls everywhere I can, because eventually the wall production card goes away. In fact, I believe it goes away at ideology. Yes. So the more walls I can get built before that kicks in. Well, maybe I should go mass media into cultural heritage, then ideology, to buy myself a little bit more time on that. Let's get another naturalist in here. These tiles will be getting reworked. For those of you who don't know, you can actually plant woods inside your national parks after you make them. However, you can't remove woods after you make them. So you can plant them, but not make them. So that's just something you should keep in mind. All right, Maui, don't let me down. Ooh, amber. That's quite good. We could probably get some solid luxuries out of this. It's unlikely that we will, but we might be able to pull it off. I do like that my turns are becoming simpler now. Now that I'm no longer at war. Honestly, like, I really enjoy a well-executed war, but I will put a big caveat there. It does get a little bit old once you know you've won the war and you kind of have to grind your way through it. So the good news is we now have access to Cristo Redentor. The important thing that Cristo Redentor does is it increases the tourism output from your relics and holy cities, or rather, sorry, it prevents the diminishment of relics and holy cities from the Enlightenment Civic, and it also gives you 100% extra tourism from seaside resorts across your empire, which is a really good multiplicative benefit for urban improvement that basically only provides tourism. So I'm quite happy with that. I will be coming into Seoul here and immediately starting on, let me see, can I faith buy a great engineer? Filippo Brunelleschi. I'm going to buy him for the Eiffel Tower. Faith buy him for the Eiffel Tower because that works out really nice. And we will get to work on the Cristo Redentor. Let me think about the positioning of national parks. National park here. So I should be pretty safe to put Cristo here. And then in order to finish Cristo Redentor quicker, I'm going to start... I meant to change this, but we don't want Grand Army. We definitely still want public works. Liberalism is fine, but perhaps we would find more use in something else. I will plug in skyscrapers so I can get my wonders a little bit quicker. I don't need extra... this. I think envoy stuff is kind of exciting to me, as is spying stuff. Military research is also quite a good card because it lets me get to certain important technologies a little bit sooner. Maybe I will plug that out after Limes goes obsolete. For now, Limes is better, or Limes. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Is there anything better than liberalism? If you're an omni-liberal, you'll probably say no, or just a neoliberal or whatever. But is there anything better than liberalism? Can we replace liberalism with something more meaningful? And honestly, looking at this board state, the fact that my cities are only content and that's giving me 13 amenities, I don't think we can. Retainers is already gone, so we've lost a significant number of our amenities. I was ravaged by a natural disaster. Please do send me things. So the trader in Quang Tri, I could trade for gold or I could trade for production. I think we're trading for gold. Now we're already trading with India, so we want to start distributing our trade routes to different players. Like I want to trade with Korea. The 25% tourism boost against Korea. Like it's pretty damn good. Pretty important to be plying and working on. Who do I want to promote? It's always good to promote Pingala with Curator. So we could make this national park, but we don't want to until we chop the jungle because we can't chop the jungle after the national park is placed. Capiche? I would like to trade with Scythia. There's another 25% tourism boost. That adds up, right? Boom. Deer? Okay. I feel less guilty about settling on a deer, for sure. There's tea. I don't know how much tea we have, but at least one tea seems at least reasonable. Myriv has flipped independent. Not that that's my business. Let's go ahead and create the corporation. Perfect. Stranger's own Spice Hyper Corporation. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Anton. You absolute hero. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, lumber mill right there. Beautiful. And another plantation. I hope that counts as me having a copy. I don't know, these tend not to update very often. Now let me have a look here. I'm not getting any boosts for monopolies yet, am I? Resources owned by city-states also count towards this requirement if the player is citizen of the city-state. This is done using a builder charge on top of an existing improvement. Okay, so Controlling city-states is important for controlling strategic resources, and my monopolistic control of certain resources should be going up. Nobody from what I can see has like really big control of a single resource, but hopefully I can get that to change with Maui. Maui. There might be an emergency and I forgot to vote it down. Oh dear. I didn't hear like the war noise, so maybe people voted it down. Okay, it failed. I only voted it down once, but other people voted it down too, which is quite nice. Aid request failed. Wait, really? I guess I'm kind of disliked. Okay, military science. Then, right, bank has been completed. Now, I do have the option of going for more. Yeah, I'll make Crystal Redentor rather than go for stock exchange. I think it's a little bit more important. Renaissance walls are on the way. I just need to chop this. And now it's safe to make the national park because I can always plant woods inside a national park. Don't have to worry about that. That's probably good to get my naturalist over here. I need to get rid of this wheat tile. Why don't you get to work on that? You're doing this. You are going where? Wolf mode? Clear this. Buy another naturalist in here. So, luxuries. Another copy of spice down here that I can get online. I'm not quite ready to settle the city. There's an existing thing there. Okay. So now I do feel safe to found this city. +3 era score. I just became the biggest civilization in the world. To help the city out, I'll buy the Granarian obelisk to get it going a little bit sooner, and then we'll go straight for a harbour. After ancient walls, of course. Build at least the ancient walls. +1 tourism per turn, for God's sake. Singapore needs help. I'll give it an extra build charge and make a little cattle pen in there for it. Where am I building Eiffel? Actually, you know what? It might be in Seoul as well. Yeah, I think I'm building Eiffel in Seoul. How fast could I make a mausoleum? Is it worth losing a national park for a mausoleum? Not a +7 national park with Reina? Without forestry management? Although, where is Reina going? That's the question I need to ask here. Where the hell is Reina going to go? Where's my big... I don't really have a big national park city. Oh, this is an amazing national park, actually. I can't believe I didn't spot this yet. It's like literally just a free national. Well, let me think about this. Yeah, no, that's fine. Honestly, the most exciting part of my turn is when I get to see what Maui makes for me. Boom. Another elephant! Ooh, that's huge. Alright, let's plant the final forest. We can bring over the naturalist now and actually make this national park, starting to fill in and remove the pins. If you're wondering, by the way, how do I like efficiently use pins? I use a mod called Detailed Map Tax, and then I can press Shift A to place a pin, and then Shift S to delete a pin. And then I think it's, Shift S to hide my pins, Shift S to hide them, and then Shift D to delete them. So I could be like, hey, you know what? I want to put a national park here. I'm going to put a theater square here. I'll put a commercial hub here. You know, maybe I'll settle a city right there. Oh, I better watch out for that barb camp over there. And then I'm like, ooh, you know what? Actually, I got a better idea. I'm going to delete all these. And you could do it with just hotkeys. It's like, it makes the game, honestly, it makes the game so much more playable. All right, boom, national park here. +3 era score. That's a beautiful thing. We have workshops going. Ancient walls. Let's do it. Medieval walls. I don't want to use Filippo here. I might forget about Filippo. I wonder how many episodes I will forget to actually trigger Filippo's ability. Another national park. Look at that beautiful, beautiful park. We're making insane tourism now. We're up to 400 tourism per turn. We've got 33 out of 175 tourists. We're probably going to want to hit Poundmaker hard. When does he get music censorship? Is a serious question I'm asking right now. He's quite a bit behind, so we could hit him with rock bands pretty early. And if we get lucky with rock bands, you know, maybe it'll work out for me. All right, Maui, make me another luxury. Oh, 2 copies of Amber. That's actually a little bit conflicting because I can't have both in one city. Like both of these entrepreneurial thingies in one city. Corporations, that's the word I was looking for. India denounces me. Although, to be fair, are we surprised by this? Color me shocked that India denounced me after I eviscerated his entire empire. Yeah, we need to get our archaeologists out. Could I justify buying archaeologists? Maybe. I could justify buying this archaeologist. 100% production towards city center buildings would be nice to finish out some stuff here. And then ranged unit combat strength is just like a default for me. I'm happy to spend my Diplo favorite to make sure that those go through. Hey, what do you know, we won. So that means we're building walls 3 times as fast as we should be, which means we're getting that wall tourism 3 times faster than we should be. Let's go. It's a me and Mario. You go here. We will do this. You're going to step here and create a corporation for silver, the New World Silver Division. Am I getting the extra tourism from monopolies yet? Interesting. I am not. We take a look at the city of Haolu. We have pretty good status here. I'm going to sell one of my heroic epics. It's probably the Epic of the Twins, because I don't have enough room to hold. If I dig up all of my heroic relics, it'll cause that weird bug that like breaks the great work screen. So I want to avoid that if I can. We take a look at the city of the Howlu. We could build wonders for tourism. We could run projects. We could project for great people. We could build banks. We could build neighborhoods. I think honestly the best thing for me to do in the city, now that it's in like a good shape, is to grab a trader and then to spam builders for me, because builder charges are the thing that's holding me back on this western half of this newly conquered empire. Unfortunately, I can't spend my faith on making builders in here. I have to like focus on other things, and I can't spend my production on anything other than building walls, because wall building goes away in the near future. So there's a little bit, no, I wouldn't necessarily say catch 22, but I'm stuck in a little bit of a cycle here. So I do believe that has me set up for a national park in the city. And I will take it with another naturalist. My naturalists are... Oh, actually, not bad. Another national park could go in here. Yeah, I'll grab another naturalist there, and we'll make do with that for sure. So it looks like Korea is still trying to kill our Ma. I'm going to take suzerainty of them. I really don't want to declare war on Korea. How badly do I want to keep our Ma, though? I will take control of Nazca. I have so many envoys, actually. I should really plug in the envoy card. But at this point, does it matter? 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's 6 extra envoys if I plug it in. Hold on. Unlock this card. Take out charismatic leader. Plug in diplomatic league. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 free envoys. Boosh. And then we take suzerainty of Caguana. Boosh. And we leave it there. All right. National park here for sure. Come over here to Cantho. Swap here. I think I can get a national park in here. Ooh, not before Eiffel. Yeah, once I have Eiffel, I can do that. You go over here and do this one. Ooh, will this count? If I take this extra turtle, will this actually count? I'll need another great merchant to confirm, but that might let me actually create a turtle corporation. Fifth copy of silver or whatever it is. So we should definitely be getting a silver monopoly at long last. Okay, nice. We got the javelin. Beautiful. Delete these national park pins. We'll come over here to Da Nang. Can't afford the naturalist yet. How many turns have I played? About 20-ish, so that's reasonable. I have to check how many turns I played because I messed up my recording. I don't know how long I've been recording for, and I don't want to like record for 2 hours worth of footage. Archaeological museums are just strictly better in my opinion, so that's what we're going to go for. Ooh, I could play some Nazca lines. That's kind of cute. I like that. Ooh, yeah, that could be helpful for Cantho. I like that Nazca's in the game now. Kind of adds a bit of pep to the step. There we go. Now we get to see the 210% tourism from luxury resource monopolies. Oh, you know what? With the advent of my monopolies after the war with India, I think now is a good time to end this episode. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.